In a beautiful valley, twixt vineyards and sky, stands a condominium 5 stories high. What tenants therein reside? On the first floor, an overweight hen. All day long lies supine in her den. She has trouble walking. We don't think she can. On the second floor, a cuckoo resides. All day long runs around in scheduled visitations, for all her children live in other locations. And on the third floor, a feline of color. She's well groomed and clean. Wearing a ribbon, she's frequently seen. On the fourth floor, you will find our squirrel. So happy and bustling, tough nuts she be busting. The fifth floor is home to one Mr. Mouse, albeit last week he packed up and bounced. For reasons unclear, destination unknown. The tenants all gathered and put up a sign, held by a nail over a door made of pine, with a message that went, apartment for rent. What do you know? Upon trails, rails, and roads, potential tenants arrive by the truckloads. An ant is the first to arrive, ascends to floor number 5, reads the sign, opens a door made of pine, steps inside while the neighbors are forming a line. While she's looking around, the welcoming committee becomes fidgety, unquiet, and sweaty. Do you find the rooms pleasing? Pleasing enough. Do you find the kitchen pleasing? Pleasing enough. Do you find the corridor pleasing? Pleasing enough. Well then, if so, come settle with us, Miss Ant. No, I shan't. But why? Spouts the ant. The neighbors so far seem to me as subpar. An ant such as me sharing space with a fowl so lazy? All day long lies supine in her den. She has trouble walking. I don't think she can. The hen was deeply offended, and the ant went on her way. Off went the ant, and here comes a hare. Swiftly ascends to the 5th floor by stairs. Reads the sign, opens a door made of pine, steps inside while the neighbors are forming a line. While she's looking around, the welcoming committee becomes fidgety, unquiet, and sweaty. Do you find the rooms pleasing? Pleasing enough. Do you find the kitchen pleasing? Pleasing enough. Do you find the corridor pleasing? Pleasing enough. Well then, if so, come settle with us, Miss Hare. I wouldn't dare. But why? The neighbors are subpar in my eyes. How shall I settle here, a mother of 20, with a cuckoo who's truly demented? All her sons are destitute and forlorn. They don't live in the place in which they were born. What lesson, therefore, would my children learn? The cuckoo was deeply offended, and the hare went on her way. Off went the hare, and here's Mr. Pig. Reads the apartment for rent sign, and after reading the sign, rolls along to open the door made of pine. His beady eyes take in the surrounding, the walls, the insulation, and even the grounding. While he's looking around, the welcoming committee becomes fidgety, unquiet, and sweaty. Do you find the rooms pleasing? Pleasing enough. Do you find the kitchen pleasing? Pleasing is the kitchen, although not quite filth-stricken. Do you find the corridor pleasing? Pleasing enough. Well then, if so, come settle with us, Mr. Pig. I would rather rent an oil rig. But why? The neighbors are subpar in my eyes. Can I, a porcine of white blood and honor, live under one roof with a feline of color? How preposterously disastrous! The neighbors called. Be on your way, pig. It is preposterous for us as well. Off went the pig, and a nightingale came. Singeth the songbird a song of yore, goes up to the topmost floor. Reads the sign, opens door made of pine, takes in the surrounding, the insulation, the grounding. While he's looking around, the welcoming committee becomes fidgety and quiet and sweaty. Do you find the rooms pleasing? Pleasing enough. Do you find the kitchen pleasing? Pleasing enough. Well then, if so, come settle with us, Mr. Nightingale. I'd rather live in jail. The neighbors are subpar in my eyes. How would I enjoy some peace and some quiet while a squirrel's busting nuts and causing a riot? The sound of the cracking rises to high heaven. It's horrid, I say. It's way past 11. Oh, my ears are accustomed to more pleasurable voices. Song and melody are my preferable choices. The squirrel was deeply offended, and the nightingale went away. Off flew the nightingale, and a pigeon arrived. Hopped her way to floor number 5. Reads the sign, opens a door made of pine, steps inside while the neighbors are forming a line. While she's looking around, the welcoming committee becomes fidgety, unquiet, and sweaty. Do you find the rooms pleasing? The rooms are too narrow. Do you find the kitchen pleasing? Pleasing enough, but without much breathing room. Do you find the corridor pleasing? There are shadows aplenty. It is dark, like a shanty. You shall not join us then? Why, I shall! Oh, how I shall! For the neighbors are superb in my eyes. The chicken, I'm awe-stricken. The cuckoo will help with my Sudoku. The kitten, as cute as a button. The squirrel's no putz. I can tell by the way she's busting them nuts. I can already tell we can live together quite well. Thus the pigeon took the place, signed a lease. Every day you can hear her cooing in peace. In a beautiful valley, twixt vineyards and sky, stands a condominium 5 stories high. And therein live, as stated in this very verse, good neighbors who are zoologically diverse.